So I had a range day yesterday testing the Universal Cheek Pistol chassis. It went very well. I've already posted some video to a short that's up now. At the end of this video, after I talk about everything that happened and the changes that I've made, I'll add some additional video from our range experience yesterday. The newest version is right here. This is very similar to what came before it. The largest changes are to the material. This is ASA. It's got a little bit of a gray. It's not a super deep black. This is PET CF. It's a deeper black. It is stiffer, less flexible. It has better layer adhesion in my experience, which is the most important issue for this particular geometry of print, because things tend to break across layer lines, and it's printed in this orientation. So layer lines run in this direction here, and right here, layer line. So this is a potential weak spot. So having the strongest layer lines possible will make the whole thing more resilient. The other change was we had a viewer suggest that we need to make left-handed firing possible without getting hit in the face with flying brass. As you can see, if you were to cheek the pistol to the left, the brass is going to be flying right at your face pretty much. In order to mitigate this issue, I've made a deflector similar to this one, which goes in the optic cut to replace what would otherwise be there, or is optional, is the right side cocking handle. If you're firing left-handed, you don't want this here anyway, because this would be reciprocating right in front of your face. So we'll replace that with the deflector. As the weapon fires, brass is going to be extracted, ejected, it's going to hit on this wall here and pretty much stop. But with the recoil of the weapon going in this direction, it's going to stop and then continue floating up into your face. So this upper plate is going to hopefully bounce it back down to the right. And in firing, that was my experience. I test fired only a limited number of rounds because I didn't want to keep hitting myself in the face. But when I fired without the deflector, I got brass to the cheek, and I didn't really care for that. With the deflector, I was getting brass to the lower lip, to the chin, and to the chest. And I was pretty much okay with that. I don't think that's a problem. The main thing is you don't want to fire without eye protection and get brass hit you in the eye. So that was the concern I wanted to mitigate the most. Also, I've made some changes to this. It's not ambidextrous, but this can be mirrored so that you can have one on the right side. It's been cut here to print well. Don't think there's any real. Oh, I did make a change to the internals of the carriage that holds this plate, but I can't really show that when it's installed inside the weapon. Let's see what else. I found that when these bolts weren't very tight, that due to firing or perhaps other issues, I'm not exactly sure, the pistol could slide, and if it slid back, a centimeter, half an inch, then you no longer had enough travel to rack it, because this only goes so far back. So I'm going to make a few changes to allow these to be tightened more securely. Basically the thread side, this side's threaded, this side's not. I'm going to extend a little bit. So is this right? Yeah, it's not right. This side's the threaded side. I'm looking through my phone recording, so it's a little hard for me to see. The threaded side will be extended so that you can tighten it down more without worrying about stripping out the plastic. And if that's still not sufficient, I can add metal hardware in there with the added space. So that's really the only thing that I'm still tweaking. That's pretty much it. This particular print, I've had issues with my printer. At a certain height, the temperature doesn't maintain properly, so the print fails. And that's why this particular part broke off because I had to restart the printer and trick it into finishing it. But that's been resolved, so that shouldn't be a problem going forward. That's pretty much it. This will be offered as an accessory, so if you want one, you can get one. You can get it on the left, you can get it on the right, you can get it on both sides. You can get this as an accessory if you want to fire right-handed. If you want to fire left-handed, you can get that as an optional accessory. All right, that's everything. I'll try to add that other video in here at the end. If it's not here, that's because I don't know how. I had one more hole there to allow you to get in with a Allen wrench, Allen bolt, and remove these screws if you need to. All right. I think that's everything. Happy left-handed shooting.
Hold on. First thing you do is try to lock it to the rear. The first thing to do is put the weapon on.
No good.
All right, whenever you're good.
I need to turn this brightness up. Cheat. I don't need to shoot it again. That's
Work on precision.
They got me right here.
Work on
I
precision.
think you got me in the
or
lip.
something. Try to hit something. Try to hit the metal.
They get you?
Way up.
Rolling.
I'll take videos and I'll send it to you guys. I'll put it on the chat.
This is so